What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ask Dan Anything, session number whatever. I'm Dan Munro, confidence coach and author based out of Czech Republic. And today I'm going to be answering a question by E-Man. Now this is the question. As I strive for honesty every day, there's still one place where I find the honest answer to be very difficult. On job applications where the question asks, have you ever taken hard drugs? The honest answer is yes, though he's never gotten in trouble for it. I lie on the job application and mark no. If I was honest and marked yes on the application, regardless of how well I explain myself, I believe that work institutions will already look down on my application or even instantly reject me. My job would not be able to find out because I have no record of doing hard drugs. Is lying on the job application here justifiable? That's an interesting one. First off, starting with the very last question, is it justifiable? I can't answer that for you. Only you can answer that. Your values will tell you what honesty is and what isn't, what integrity is and what isn't. But I can give you my opinions. Now, first off, what I see in your question is this presumption that if you are honest about your drug use, that you're going to be harming your career prospects in some way. What I don't see is clear evidence that you know this for sure. You seem to have made this assumption. Now I see an interesting opportunity here because I would suggest that pretty much every single application they receive has the no box ticked on this. So they expect to see a no, but whether or not they want to see a no, that is not a question that I believe has actually been answered for you. It's one that you've made an assumption about. One way to look at it is more your long-term career, where you want to work, the kind of environment you want to be in. Now, if you want to work in a place that respects your values, that you'll be free to be open and be yourself without having to put on a professional mask or persona, then you've got to ask yourself, if I have to lie on the application just for them to accept me, what kind of workplace am I getting myself into? Because I would suggest that actually if you marked yes on this, especially with the amendment, I'm happy to explain myself in an interview, I just want to be honest, you're actually saying to them that you have nothing to hide. You've actually got an advantage here. For somebody honestly marks no because they've never tried hard drugs, which is almost nobody, they don't actually get to show how honest they are. In this question you get a chance to. The fact is almost everybody on the planet has taken drugs. And so for everybody to mark no, the interview's going to know that this is lying, right? Unless they're completely stupid, right? They're going to know that this is a lie. So when somebody marks yes, my presumption is their initial reaction will be like, holy shit, someone's actually being honest. Now some people will see that yes and go, oh my god, what an idiot, he's throwing away his career. But you got to ask yourself, do I want to work with someone who thinks that way? Do I want a boss who actually wants me to pretend? Do I want a boss that demands that I'm fake with them? What's my long-term career going to be like in that environment? What person am I going to become if I have to be fake and put on a performance every day? See, the short-term reward in marking a no is that possibly you'll be more likely to get a job interview, though I really don't believe you've seen any evidence of that. You're just presuming it. But the long-term harm of having to work for a place that wants you to pretend to be a no, just allow yourself to picture that. Right now you've got a chance to set a precedent. You've got a chance to set a foundation, to do a bit of hard work at the beginning, go through more rejection at the beginning in order to find a place that's perfect for you, that you'll love to work at, that you'll feel like you have a purpose and that you have a place in the team. If you have to lie in the application, odds are you're going into a place that is not going to be like that. And after a few months or years, you're going to fucking hate working there. So the way I see it, is this question allows you a chance to start on a good footing. And regardless of whether or not this question allows you to determine what kind of workplace you're going into, at least you'll be starting with integrity, so you don't have to go backwards later. See, you say they can't find out that you're not, that you've got a history of doing hard drugs or whatever. But what if you get drunk at a work party and let something slip? Or what if one of your friends comes in and drops a story about you? And your boss has to say, wait, you said no in your application, and this says that you did. That could and does happen. Wouldn't you rather that if someone comes in and drops a story about you, you have no fear whatsoever? You don't have any fear of being found out. I remember once I had to mark no. I didn't have to, but I chose to. I chose to lie that I'd ever taken drugs before because I knew it would increase the drug testing that I was going to have in the job. And I remember as soon as I ticked that no, this wash of shame went through me. I was ashamed of my drug use. I realized in that moment I lost a bit of integrity. Whereas if I had said yes, I might have lost that job, but I would have maintained my integrity. I wouldn't have been ashamed of who I was in the past, even if that's not who I am now. So that's my thoughts on it. In terms of breaking down questions like this, if you want to figure out what the right way forward is, I recommend anybody watching this check out a copy of my book, Nothing to Lose. I talk a lot about this kind of decision making, looking at the long-term costs and benefits in order to make integrity decisions now. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it helps you. And remember to subscribe to the old YouTube channel there, somewhere down there. Click a button and fulfill my validation neediness. And I will see you guys all next time for the next one. Cheers.